Hi, welcome to Singularity Roleplay, everyone. Tonight we are playing Monster of the Week, a campaign called Winter. I am Janie, your game runner, and I will go around introducing people in the order that they are on my screen. So, Keldry, please go first.
Okay, hi. I am Starless Travel on Instagram, also known as Keldry. I do arts, and I will be playing Kiefi, the Spirit of Lost Things tonight, the Divine Playbook in Monster of the Week.
Nate, you're next.
Hi, Internet. I'm Nate, and today I will be playing Wallace Plot Device, uh, monster expert extraordinaire.
And Lily.
Hello, hi, I am Lily, and my pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Jax Summerwood, whose pronouns are also she, they, and is the Hex playbook.
And I am Janie, the storyteller, and I play everybody else, unless, people switch bodies. Like they
that was
pretend to be or
Is
pretend to
that
be
a
someone.
possibility?
that was a fun episode where we all pretended to be a different NPC.
Yes, I love that episode. Um, and we're picking up right after that. Let's pick up in a place called Nowhere, where Keldry and Mr. Jackson are.
Oh yeah, oops.
Yeah. So, why did you call me here today?
What do you mean call?
Or summon me, trap me? What do you want to? What,
I
is it a friendly visit? Do you want coffee?
People don't usually lose. Well, no, that's not true. People have lost bags of coffee before. Um, Usually it just gets stuffed in the back of the cupboard. But no, you tried to go after one of our friends' partners, and I want to know why. And I want to know, I think the colloquial term is what the fuck do you want with my friends?
Oh, that's all you wanted? Why, you could have just uh, text phoned me. Is that what you call it these days?
You were grabbing for Sarah. Why?
Yes, yes, she's no longer needed. Oh, I want to thank you, by the way,
For what?
for protecting my catalysts.
Your cattle
That young man, Wallace, very talented. Can you
Wallace it
please keep him safe as you've been doing? I really appreciate that. You're taking a lot off my plate there.
Kefi is going to glare slightly.
Did you need
The
some kind of reward for taking care of him? And oh, you're keeping the sacrifice part safe too. So I should definitely reward you for this.
the gladiator form is going to kind of disappear as if they've kind of lost that hold of that memory for a second. And the person standing in front of Jackson right now is, I mean, average builds, long braided red hair, um fairly still fairly tan skin, for like think I mean still like the someone who has been out in the sun for a while who is pale normally, but the eyes kind of burn a little bit uh almost copper, I guess. Um and the clothing looks a little bit older, like say maybe 1970s or something. And the figure just kind of um takes off a like a kind of tabby hat and just fiddles with it and goes, "You don't know why I'm here, do you?"
Well, I assume it's to protect Wallace because that's what you've been doing.
Keffy kind of tilts their head and goes, "All right, that answers one of my questions. Um, how do you know everybody's name?"
The pieces for this were put in place a long, long time ago.
Uh,
You were it, but you were you're doing a job, so it's not a problem.
I'm sorry, I'm what now?
Unexpected.
People usually don't expect things to get lost.
Well, you should probably get lost from here and go save your friends.
Without you there, I don't see what they have to worry about, and Sarah is none of your business. That's
Oh, she is my business, but she's there's no more use for her right now. Do you want to
okay.
see what they're doing right now? And he doesn't wait for an answer. He just kind of waves a hand, and you see a big window that's probably not usually there, but he was somehow able to make a window in nowhere to the room where um, Jax and Wallace and True are, with like Sarah trying that's still at the door.
Yeah, they look like they're doing just fine considering what just happened. Keffy looks really annoyed at the window. Like, they're clearly not happy that he could do that.
So Wallace and Jack, can you roll a? Let me make sure I tell you the right thing. Okay, let me roll a act under pressure, I believe. Either that or read a bad situation, one of the two.
I'll do the act under pressure.
I mean, that fits more, but I want to give you all a chance to not to succeed.
I'll
Yeah, that's
also do act under pressure.
Okay.
mine is really bad. It's a 3.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I'm going to use my ability. I've read all about this sort of thing. To use my sharp instead of cool. You act under pressure, which puts me at a 7.
Okay. So you watch as Sarah turns to ice and explodes into shards.
Oh,
What the shards
crap.
directly hit True, and she falls over. Um, Jax, you need to roll a. How do we do damage here?
Uh,
Okay, no, I gotta figure out this damage.
yeah, usually an attack has a specific amount of damage
Matt.
tag.
Yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
smite is 5. I think
Arm.
firearms are like 3. Base
2 or
damage for
3.
punching is 1.
Okay, so I'm going to say this is a 4 harm for you, Jax.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh,
It's a lot of ice, like ice shards. And Wallace, you
Okay.
get like 2 harm. Sorry. And Mr. Jackson, this still looks his expression hasn't changed, and he turns to you, Kathy, and he says, "You better go save my child."
Keffy glares and just goes, "What did you do to her?"
She was no longer useful. I took her out of the picture.
You
Oh, tell Mrs. Plot Device her debt is paid.
fine, you can find your own way out. And Keffy immediately runs through. I think Keffy actually like opens the window and then hops through and slams it shut, and when it shuts, it quickly appears and then disappears in the real world as Keffy like hops out. He can find his own way out. He's the
Yeah,
bad guy. He'll be fine. Unfortunately.
he'll pop up again. Don't worry.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you get in there. Your friends are all injured or worse.
Kevy looks completely different. He's a redhead with long hair, long braided hair, freckles, and like a weird tan. Um, and just immediately goes, Jax, true? Like looking around, like what the.
True has a big shard of ice right in her heart. Because I thought that would be dramatic.
Oh, gee.
Jax has shards of ice, but not in their heart. It's just like
Sure.
more smaller wounds.
Yeah, it's okay. 4 or more harm is unstable.
Unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think Keffy is gonna run over to True first, then, and just be like, Wallace, are you okay?
Um, kind of shocked, but I think so. Yeah.
Can you get some towels, get some bandages,
Okay.
help Jax.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna kneel down near True and I'm gonna try removing the ice shard and lay on hands.
Okay. Um, I'm just going to say you are able to remove the ice shard, but the um there's some kind of weird magic stuff going on with So you can stabilize her at no cost, but there's not going to be any change in her state, basically.
Okay, so I don't have to roll for it, but she's
No,
unconscious.
yeah. Yeah, sorry, her player's not here, so she gets stabbed in a heart.
No, that I get it. No, I was just curious about rolling, but yeah, no, Kefi is going to stabilize and lay the ice shard down somewhere out of the way because we're gonna have to figure that out in a minute. And then turn back to see how Wallace is doing and how Jax is doing.
Yeah, I think Jax like had like a split second to realize what was going to happen. So she tried to duck and like put her arms up over to block her face. So there's like the ice shards are like in her forearms and she didn't get any in her face.
Yeah, I think Wallace just has like kind of like one side of the body is scratched up, but not as bad as Jack's. So kind of one arm is wrapped up in some bandages and is kind of helping Jax wrap up their arms.
And so, what are you
Sure.
all going to do?
Uh, well, Jax is unstable. Kiffy is gonna go over to Jax and be like, are you okay? Can you hear me? Uh
Can I? Do I have that much damage?
Yeah, you can hear. You're
Okay.
if you as long as the ice shards aren't actively in, like you're not being stabbed by one. If you've removed them, then
Hmm.
you're basically they make the damage worse.
Okay.
So
Um, yeah, I mean, I think at this point then she's just trying to like actually pick out the ice shards that she can. Um, Kathy, you're okay?
I'm fine. I'm surprised that you're okay. I guess it's fair. I just jumped through a random window that appeared in thin air. I uh, I guess I'm a redhead now.
It's a nice look.
Thanks. Uh Let me see if I can help maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of painful.
Wallace, does this count as shock? I don't know how uh
Um, I'm confused. So what just happened? You just disappeared with Mr. Jackson, and
give me a minute before we do that explanation.
okay,
Is I am also gonna try to lay on hands for Jax.
okay, you can do that. You can like
Uh,
basically use advantage. Just like it's I'm trying to be nice and give you a good roll because that was
Do you
kind of mean.
want me to roll for it? Like
Yeah, yeah. Don't you have
2d6?
to roll? Yeah.
Okay, cool. What do I add to this?
that's cool.
I'm just reading. Yeah, it's cool. I'm just reading what the numbers on the ability are. I got 8. So on a 7 to
Right.
9, you heal
Roll
the
it
harm
twice.
or illness as
Did you
on a
roll
10
twice?
plus, but you take it into yourself.
Did
So
you
I have the damage
We're
from.
all at 2.
did you roll twice?
I am
I,
gonna use
you can
luck
you can
to
roll.
make that.
I gave you a free roll twice for that.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I roll twice, or does that mean
Yeah, you can roll again. See what you get.
okay? I was all right. We'll see how
Okay.
this goes, and then I'll roll. No, I still got an 8, just different numbers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use a luck to make that a auto success because I finally remembered that we have luck.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to. How many does that heal, or just completely?
Two.
2.
Okay.
So brings back to stable basically.
Yeah.
No hospital needed.
Well, that's good for Jax.
Okay. Keffy looks very frazzled.
So you have the shards of of the helpful NPC. One of your castmates is out of it. Um,
Uh,
and
yeah, we
two of
should
you are.
probably pick up these. Oh boy. Try not to step on any ice shards. Looking at.
Am I going to be mean? Let me roll the dice and see how mean I'm going to be. Sorry. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So the since you're inside, the ice starts to melt.
Good thing that there's a freezer in here. I will answer all of your questions, I promise. And Jax, we just need to get Sarah in the freezer, and this is not. That sounds terrible.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go somewhere safer?
I mean, we need to make sure that it's safe, that the ice is not melting, and then worry about moving it.
You know what? I'll give you all a cooler. I'll be
Yeah, I
nice.
was gonna say I was gonna look for a cooler, but I wanted to get it in the freezer so it could refreeze.
You have like a cooler, a cold one that has that Chad had beer in. There's no more beer because Chad drank it all, but you have the cold cooler.
We're gonna keep the Sarah ice away from the other ice.
Good idea. The other ice is in bags, so you're fine.
I
Sorry,
think Keffy is running around like a chicken with their head cut off.
I'm going to be. You can gather the shards.
I suppose Jackson's going to be helping trying to gather shards.
So we get our broken ice sculpture back back to. Is there a freezer at the comic book store,
Yes,
Wallace?
there is.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
we
we
bring your sister too.
yeah, I can I can carry.
Just like heft her up, like someone take the shoulders and someone take the legs.
Oh no, it's fine. I can carry her.
Okay.
She's very cold, but alive. Just cold.
It's like Jax takes off her sweater and puts it on her.
Wallace, can you get the cooler?
Yep. 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 On it. On it. What are we doing with the cooler?
Taking it with
You
us
can
to
get
the
with
comic book shop and then putting the bags of the bags of our new ice sculpture in the freezer there.
Okay, that makes
formally
sense to
a
me.
person. That we're formally a person.
Ye- you know,
Right.
things happen.
Yeah.
I've read fairy tales, right?
Sure. This is really why I wanted to stay away from my dad.
I am still not sure how he did that.
He's always got like a trick up his sleeve.
That makes no sense. She's a spirit, and unless he had a connection to her, he shouldn't have been able to banish her?
I don't know.
I don't know what the.
Maybe he made some devil deals like the previous mayor. It's like a mayor thing that you become
Right.
mayor and then the devils pop up in the office and they're like, "Here, you want to make a deal with us?"
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to have done something.
Well, we'll figure it out. Wallace, maybe we could enlist the help of your
MJ,
monster
my
hunter
boss.
boss? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it was time I kind of talked to him about how I've been using the basement for the monster hunting game and all of that, and have a real chit chat. So this is a perfect time to ask for help.
Oh, how does this
Like it.
guy feel about people like me?
I hope good
Which
because
is,
I
I mean,
cast dark magic as well, and
okay.
I work for him.
Well, I try
And if
not to
he's
do
a
dark
really
magic,
good
actually.
monster hunter, he probably can sense that I've done dark magic.
Right.
But don't forget,
Dark
he's also,
magic is relative.
and he's like married to the mayor's girlfriend, the old mayor's girlfriend, who's definitely done evil stuff.
Isn't she cheating on him?
Yeah,
You don't know that. Maybe he's into
Yeah,
cuckolding.
they are. They are. They're.
This is like a
I
CW
have
soap opera.
pictures. Actually, I think True has the pictures. Um,
All right. So I feel like during this whole conversation, we were like traveling back
driving.
to yeah.
Yeah. This is the car conversation while we're driving.
I'm gonna say in the comic book shop, the owner is just sitting behind the counter reading some classic comics.
MJ, help! The mayor's evil and turned my sister into an ice sculpture.
Okay, let's get
Your sister isn't the ice sculpture. The ice sculpture is in the cooler
Right. She's just unconscious, right?
and cold.
yeah.
In cold. In cold.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get her in the freezer. Put your sister upstairs in the warm room.
Got it. Jeffy runs up the stairs with. You have no idea how this like 5'4" redhead is running up the stairs with someone that is probably taller than they are. But
I want to say it's the room has like rose wallpaper or something, just to
Uh,
just to kind of submit that image.
Jeffy puts True on the bed, takes off shoes, puts extra blankets, um, and runs back downstairs and goes, "Okay, I don't actually have any medical training. All I know is that uh she's stable because magic.
Okay, so how'd she get like that?
Her maybe sort of like possibly girlfriend turned into an ice statue and exploded.
Was it
That's why
Sarah?
we need the freezer.
Was it Sarah?
Yes, how do you. You know, the
Okay.
humans here remarkably take this in stride.
Yeah, I've been doing this my whole life.
doing what?
Monster hunting.
Well, unfortunately, this time the monster is human.
Or
Yeah.
close to it, mostly, probably.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Um, Let me go get some magic supplies for you from my back room.
I mean, do you know what we need? Because, like, I don't. You know Jackson's evil, right? We've. Also, sorry, Jax.
Oh, no, I knew he was evil already.
No, he's been evil since eighth grade.
Yeah, he's not a cool. That's why I wasn't like
So, y'all want to tell
into
me what?
him being my dad.
Y'all want to tell me exactly what's going on? I've got a half an idea, but I try to stay out of y'all's business.
I mean, he has some kind of power because he did like this. And Jack's like gestures,
What?
He did more than
like
that.
ice sculpturing people and whatnot.
Okay. Um.
He altered my home. That shouldn't be. I don't have a deal with him. Humans that use my powers should be people that I have agreements with. That's not how that works. I don't know how he did that.
So wait, he stole your power?
No, he used some of, well, not mine. It's not the, the kind of spirit I am is I exist because of things get lost.
Right.
So
Use the power of loss.
he altered part of my home, which people don't do. I mean, you've read fairy tales about people going into like the underworld or other places, magical places, and like really powerful, I don't know, wizards or whatever can make their own little portals or what have you. And that's the problem is that's not he shouldn't Duh. Keffy kind of throws up hands.
It's okay. It's okay. it shouldn't be possible what he did is really the bottom line.
No, but also I don't know if it's because my powers are screwy because the other people are mad at me because I didn't kill Wallace.
Right. And I feel like that's something else we haven't really talked too much about.
Yeah, sorry, Wallace.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's understandable. I'm fated to destroy the world, so, killing me is probably the easiest way to stop that.
Right? But like obviously we don't want to do that. We
Well,
want to
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just
avoid that.
saying maybe if things come to it, it might be the only way out.
No, no, this is. Mm, Cafe
Always
looks
good to have a
frustrated.
plan B. You guys have a better plan B?
That
I
should
mean,
be Plan Z.
yeah.
B, maybe?
I
I
mean,
mean,
did you have a
use
plan
a
for
lot of
surviving,
plans
Wallace?
beforehand. Well, I mean, my plan was for us to stop another mayor before things got really bad.
We screw up
Now,
the ritual.
it feels
We're
like
working on getting magic to mess up that ritual that you and Jax were invited to.
Wait,
Yeah.
a ritual?
yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna summon some stuff.
That's not good. I'm gonna go get a book from. I'll be right back.
okay.
And he just steps out for a minute and gets a big old looking book, like really heavy looking.
Yeah, Kefi is gonna look at Jax and be like, you know how you can sorta use my magic because there's some tie between you and me being here?
Yeah.
Well, that's sort of an agreement. And people
Right.
ask spirits and gods for help and powers all the time. That's normal.
Right. But it feels like that has to be like, mutual on both sides.
Yeah,
You can't just
usually.
steal it from someone.
I mean, it's happened before, but it's not like that's normal.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure that some of the other entities that asked me to kill Wallace might be mad at me.
Right. I mean, if that was a job you were supposed to do and you didn't do it, sure. I mean, I don't I don't want Wallace to die. Like
No,
a
I just
friend,
mean that I'm worried that
but there's now maybe the possibility of some other people coming after us.
I'm worried about that.
Sure.
I'm worried that you remember how my powers kind of went weird and then my shadow kind of was messing around with things.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm worried that somebody else might show up to mess with us and I I have spirits do specific things and my job was to make Wallace lost.
Right.
Not really kill, or
But like he
r-
was just not supposed to be here.
remove.
Yeah.
Whoever gave you that set you up for failure. Wallace, and he's like flipping through pages of a yearbook and this giant book. Wallace was set up for this. Do you have any enemies, Kathy?
Me?
Yeah. Who would have set you up for something that you could not succeed at?
I mean, have the spirit of lost things, and even other spirits and gods lose stuff. I'm sure somebody wants something back from me.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't. I feel like everybody would be on the same page of we don't really want the world to end because, we also like hanging out here occasionally.
Okay, so this is the yearbook from however many years ago that Janie can't do the math for right now.
X years ago.
But on the yearbook page, you see a I don't want to say it is a varsity club, I guess, and you see Jackson, Mr. Jackson. You see what looks like the mayor. Um, you see Sheila. You see True and Wallace's dad, who's also in this
Oh,
group.
Oh,
And there's just like a few of the major names of the city of the island, um, as teenagers that are jocks.
Oh wow, you
Um,
guys were kind of a power year of high school, huh?
they were, yeah.
A lot of big hitters in your graduating class.
Yeah, they set up. They were doing some magic too. They set up some kind of rituals. I had to stop them. I wasn't entirely successful.
were they just playing around or did they know what they were doing?
Well, I thought they were just playing around, but my mentors was a little bit stricter on it about it. Um, they were trying to create a new, like not a new world, but try to be in charge of more things and have more power. And this was all set up a long time ago.
I mean, that's technically not that long ago.
Not that feels a
Well,
long time ago.
right. But I mean, what happened back then? Was it supposed to succeed then, or is it that this
Yeah,
is the time now when it's supposed to happen?
it was supposed to succeed then, but um, school year ended and the weirdest thing happened with the plot devices. They ended up together, plot and device. And it's a hyphenated name.
Okay.
Oh, I always thought it was Polish.
Yeah, I ended up with Sheila. That's not who I was supposed to be with originally.
Not who you were supposed to be with originally.
No, because I had
The
a high
original
school.
timeline?
I don't even know anymore. I just know that I had a different partner, and then Sheila showed up, and all of it got destroyed.
That's not. Hmm.
And I ended up in the
Yeah.
ocean, and then this shop.
I always generally thought that my air, I guess, air quotes, job in the universe was kind of meh, and I wasn't always that great at it. But humans really know how to mess with things sometimes. Like, could you leave the like time wouldn't be happy with that.
It was my job to stop this, and I failed.
Who told you to?
I grew up being trained to be the one hero to save us all,
That's awesome.
and I saved them all.
Oh, the chosen one. They told you that's what you were.
Yes, and I saved no one. Now it's on all of you to save everyone.
And one sad comic book owner. That's so cool. You've been here
um,
this whole time, and you could have been my mentor. Ah, what have I been doing? So you seem to know a lot about this ritual. Why am I important? I'm just a
Because
guy.
your father made a deal, um, and you were part of it. And
What kind of
let's
deal?
see,
Deal with what exactly?
um, another spirit, but he got the short end of the deal.
Well, yeah, but that's usually how most, spirits, gods, little you know, fairies work, but like
Yeah,
which one kind of matters because a deal with like a deal with me is going to be different than a deal with I don't know uh like death like humans are always trying to make deals with.
yeah. I think this was the grant power, just like, and I think he made a deal with a trickster.
That does not narrow it
No,
down.
it doesn't.
Really, in this world of magic, when like your soul's been bound to a deal, like I assume there's like a magical contract that you can call upon. And I try and like cast a spell to like call upon this magic deal since I know that like my name's bound to it.
I believe the demon, the not demon, spirit's name is Gregory.
Gregory?
Yeah, I they pick their names sometimes, most of the time.
Oh yeah, no, I picked this name. This is not my actual name. Like you don't want to give anyone your name.
Yeah, the name that he picked is Gregory.
I couldn't have picked something more like neat. I don't know.
Didn't pick Wallace. Should I have not been telling people my name is Wallace?
Are you a spirit?
No.
Like
Okay, you're
you're
good.
not
No.
I mean your name
Although
still
although
has
full
sorry,
full
go ahead.
names full names definitely can still have power even if you're not a spirit.
Yeah, but it's not the same as if
It's
like
definitely not the same.
if you had my full name I would that's not even if I like you, Jax, I really do, but I wouldn't want you to have my actual name.
I I wouldn't want to have your actual name. I feel like that would be a temptation too far.
Aw,
Well,
that's
there
really
are
considerate of you.
I mean, that's not to say that I would feel the same about other spirits, but you know, we're kind of friends, right? And that doesn't feel like something you would have over a friend.
Oh,
Rex, you could do some really cool stuff with spirit magic.
Jax already has access to my magic. You do too, Wallace, just in a different way.
Yeah, I got the fanny pack of many, many things.
Well, yes, but more than never mind. Um Oh, I am in so much trouble. Okay, so actually we are supposed to do a big magic-y thing to try to mess up his ritual. Could we just find the spirit and break the deal that way?
Well,
Because he's not going to want to break the deal.
you can't break
But
somebody this deal.
no, but the spirit that he made the deal with can nullify the contract or should be able to.
Yeah. Let's let me see which they made so many deals with a lot of different spirits.
Yeah, well, we got Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory. Um,
And you know he's a trickster. Do you know who, like, what kind of symbols or whatever they were using?
yeah, I can get you those. Um,
Because we might be able to, like, Jackson Wallace are also good at magic. They might be able to help decipher what this is, because maybe we could try to sever the deal and then he wouldn't be able to get what he wanted out of it. Right? Maybe?
Maybe there's a loophole.
um, someone, I guess it would be read a bad situation.
Or
We're gonna
investigate a mystery?
no, read a bad situation. I'll do
Okay.
before we go on break. Let me just make sure that we're going on break first.
I already did a few rolls, so someone else take this one.
I'm I'm down for doing that. I don't have good sharp, but I will try.
Got this, I believe.
An 8.
Okay. Let me
That's a partial success.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's better than a 6.
one question.
Um, one question.
May I recommend either what's the biggest threat or are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Like, yeah, I wanted to do what's the biggest threats, but I do feel like any dangers might also be
Um,
Yeah.
helpful.
so there's a couple of things. It's actually gotten colder and it's um dark. Like you could just kind of, I could tell when it's nighttime. It's dark
Mhm.
and you might want to look outside or out a window or something. Do you?
Okay, yeah, why not?
You you can't see much of anything because there's like brambles and thorns everywhere outside. And if you look at other windows, you're surrounded by them.
Um, I think Jax is gonna go to the door and like see if the door will open.
Yes, the door
Are we
is also.
so are we trapped?
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
Bum,
It's a
bum,
bottle
bum.
episode.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so we can't get out of here.
And if you try to like go through this stuff, there's lots of thorns. So, the
Right.
title. And with that, we're going to go on break. Hi, welcome back, everybody. We've had a short break and now we are back to winter, where we left off. I believe Jax was just discovering you all are surrounded by briars and thorns.
Yeah. We are trapped here and we can't get out. And that doesn't seem like a good thing right now.
So, what's the plan? Because I don't know that leaving right now was the plan, because we were trying to do something about the contract, but uh
Look into the contract and fix the island.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Wallace, I see your mom had a agreement with my wife's sister. I am sorry, but it looks like that. Well, I'm not sure if the terms have been met or not yet.
Was your
What?
wife from an evil family of all
Yes.
near do wells? Okay, okay, cool. So her sister, is she an evil witch?
Her sister is named Autumn, and there was an incident in a town on the East Coast in the autumn time.
Hmm,
Uh,
well,
yeah, the whole family is not that great, but they shouldn't talk about my wife that way.
I mean, what are the terms of the contract? What happens to uh Wallace's mom?
She was trying to ensure the safety of her family and made a not very specific deal with Autumn.
not very specific.
On
How
her end.
specific is that? So she'll do whatever family safety kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, she should have. We talked about this a lot, and you're supposed to like go over those contracts with a fine tooth comb, and she didn't.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
just worried about family.
Is it like transfer over if Autumn doesn't cash in and my mom dies? Do me and True have to fulfill this one?
I believe True would because she's the oldest.
Okay. Okay. Me and my sister are both attached to evil uh
So,
magic legal documents. That's cool.
I mean that
Oof.
uh, okay, Briars. Would this have anything to do with the spirit that is the reason that we need to stop a ritual, or
I believe that I believe the Autumn is tied to the whatever started this. I'll get you
Autumn is
start.
she still on the East Coast, or
I don't know where she is right now.
hmm. Would you say she's lost?
Yes.
Do you think you could GPS her?
Well, It kind of worked with Sarah, who
Also a magic being.
Right.
seemed to be associated with Winter at this point. So we'll maybe I can find Autumn.
And maybe that's before winter, right?
Yeah.
Or
Uh,
autumn or winter. Feels like a place to start.
we all right. Well, we can't really get out of. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I mean, well, Jackson's probably not the same place that he was. It's fine. Um, so do you think we might be able to find her to ask questions or, just call her?
Yeah, I never was good at the summoning magic part. That was um it's this plot devices thing. She was good at the magic stuff. I was just, I had the books and the muscle.
Wait, is Autumn not human? Is Autumn summoned? What?
I think Autumn is, I'm not sure, part spirit, maybe spirit.
She like the spirit of the town, like Sarah's the
Yeah.
spirit of the island.
Yeah.
Well, I have an idea that could go very poorly.
I think you should summon the town over here.
No, not the town.
You
Well,
could
the
try
town
it.
lady.
Uptown late. Sorry. Uh, Jax, you sort of summoned me.
I- yeah, it was mostly accidental, but I could try a purposeful summoning, sure.
There's not
And
much actually accidental in this world of magic.
I I mean, I suppose, but like I wasn't sitting down and saying, I'm gonna summon a spirit of lost things.
A faded summoning.
I mean, I kind of got this job and it was the easiest way to get to the island. So,
Right. I mean, I wouldn't have come here if my dad wasn't here, so you know.
I assist you. We got some really cool books in the basement. I'm sure there's something here that'll help with that.
I might be able to use my, closets to find, my lost closet junk drawers to see if I can help you get her here to summon her.
Yeah, I think that might actually be good. Like you can do the whole GPS and here's
I
where
mean,
lost
if
things
she
go.
yeah, I mean, if she qualifies as at least somewhat lost, then maybe this will work better than me trying to find something that everybody knows where it is.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
you need any object of hers or anything?
I a token would be great. That is actually usually really good for me doing magic. Do you have a personal item?
Yeah. Let me get the um crap. What's okay off the table? It's like a souvenir from school. What would that be?
Um,
Well, he'll hand you a souvenir that I haven't come up with. Like a
Yeah.
souvenir, a school thing.
It's her signed yearbook he kept all these years.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Yeah,
Like something like a pom pom from Spirit Week or something.
it is her yearbook. I like that. He
Okay.
didn't get a yearbook because he wasn't the people training him didn't think he needed one, so he has hers.
Okay. Cool, cool. All right. So let's do this magic.
So the way my magic laboratory works is, or my magic library is grabbing like stuff from the library. You can get I think a +1 to cast magic rolls. Would this item count as that?
Yeah, yeah, I can count as that. You also okay, I'm gonna give you all a choice. You have that item, the yearbook, but you also I'm gonna say in the box where the yearbook was, you find the necklace from Titanic, the Heart of the Ocean necklace. It looks like a fake one. You could use either one of those. You don't know where it came from, but you're pretty sure it
Right.
can be. It might be useful. It might not be, but it's not. It's just something I'm throwing in there.
I mean, I think let's use the yearbook, but Jack's gonna pocket that necklace.
Are you going to throw it in the ocean at the end?
I am being the magic battery. I will let the casters do their thing.
Never let go. Sorry.
Or it's winter, so you could let it go.
There you go.
Sorry.
Can I do the help out action on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what if I'm lending magic or the ability that I have, my little moving around between places ability, do you want me to roll as well? Or
Yeah.
what do you want
All
me to roll?
I want you to roll. Um, would you say you're under pressure right now?
Yeah.
Act under pressure.
That's cool.
I gotta tend to that,
I get
which
an
Wow.
8.
with my helping hand means you get a extra +2 to this roll.
That's a
Okay.
12. Is that correct? You get
No,
12 total?
uh, my help gives a +2 to Jax's magic roll.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Cool, cool,
Uh,
cool, cool.
It's the one from the book. Plus whatever your weird is.
Okay, what
Okay.
did you get, Kevin?
I get an 8.
Okay, good to know. And Jax, what did you get?
I didn't roll yet. I was waiting to see what the help and all that would do. I got a 9 plus the 2 for the help, which is 11.
Okay, that's pretty good. Um, okay, and the effect you wanted was to bring Autumn in, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and there is no, we got an 11, so I don't think, yeah, there's no glitch or anything. Um, so Kefi, you
Yeah.
watch as some. I'm just gonna say there's the scent of pumpkin spice and a bonfire, and you see a few autumn leaves fall, and there's an autumn spirit in the room with you all now, and who's glaring at you, Kepi. Now,
Hi.
this is my town.
It feels like there's
Uh-huh.
a lot of people that are going around saying that.
Well, they're not me.
Oh, it
I
seems
don't
like you're a
know.
season late for this town.
Yeah, it seems like you're one season off here.
Look, it is never not pumpkin spice season.
Yeah, but it's not always autumn.
It should be.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fair.
I
I really,
wish.
really like sweaters and colorful leaves. But
So
point
I
being, if you want it to be autumn again at some point, we need to get through, the rest of the year. So what's
that's
going on?
that's not my problem. I just want it to be autumn.
Yeah,
But I mean,
but
doesn't
it's
this
clearly
affect you?
not.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
for
like,
now, I was kind of lost. Thank you.
but like whatever is going on here is going to affect whether autumn comes again.
Oh, it'll come. It'll be here. Like, what is it now? Winter?
Yeah.
I hate winter.
Yeah, the problem is it's not supposed to be winter.
Oh, so you want you? That's why you called me. Oh,
No,
I could
the
make it like chilly at night and like warm in the daytime. We could just use some real good foliage here.
There's some
We should have a fall,
foliage already.
this is not New England. Um
and we could have a fall festival. Oh my gosh, I love autumn. I love myself.
Okay.
Tiffany just looks at Wallace and Jackson goes, I don't act like that, do I?
No,
No,
we're friends with you.
right.
And you know it is in spice season, and she just like from somewhere pulls out these not these coffee shop cups of drinks and starts trying to hand them out to you.
Okay, no. We
Wallace
need to
does take
know.
one, but
Yeah, I mean, Jax takes one too. She's not going to pass up coffee, but also she's
but
like,
also back to what we're talking about.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah. Like,
Tiffany
okay,
will
things, but this
Tiffany
isn't.
will gladly take the coffee, but also yeah.
Um,
I
No,
enjoy
do
pumpkin
Halloween.
spice as much as the next guy.
We could do Halloween again too. Oh my,
But we
I love
have
it.
I
important business.
love
Halloween is
Halloween.
great, but we have important business. My sister's in a coma.
Yeah,
Okay, and
Oh,
I
She's
mean,
not
yours?
in a
there's like
coma, she's
people
just
here.
unconscious and needs to recover.
She's asleep.
You
Yeah,
don't know that. There's a lot of bad things happening.
I I mean I healed her. She'll be okay. She's just,
just
you
needs
know.
rest.
I mean, can't you
Yeah.
just get another sister?
Whoa.
That's not
That's
how
dark.
humans
That's
work
yeah.
exactly all the time. Okay,
Is that how you
eh,
treat your sister?
Oh, she's a brat. I hate her.
who's your sister, by the way?
Sheila.
Okay,
My boss's wife. She was sleeping with there.
No, she's always.
no,
You
no,
like not
no. Is winter, summer, spring a sister? I don't. Do you have?
spring. I am not related to spring or summer or winter. Ew.
Okay,
You
so
know
what kind
them?
of spirit is Sheila?
She's just a loser.
Okay, first
You
of
have
all,
a
that's
human
mean.
sister?
I mean, she clings on to powerful people. She was the younger one. I'm the the older one. I know what my dad was doing with humans, and I don't deal with humans that way.
Okay. Thank you for the drinks. But you had a deal with someone.
Mom,
Okay, which deal?
you have it over here.
Oh, well, plot device. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
Oh
well, it says that this family is supposed to be safe, right?
yeah. Let's see. You're goth
You
kid.
can
You're a
call
plot.
me Cafe for right now.
Peppy, you're not a plot device.
No, I'm.
That one right there is not a plot device.
Uh,
So
me?
the yeah, the
No.
one that's
This
plot
is
device
Wallace plot
is fine.
device.
I am
His
Wallace.
sister True plot device is upstairs, and their mom is, I don't know where, I'm hoping at home resting. But the point is, they're supposed to be safe, and yet somehow Wallace is supposed to end the world, so I don't think this qualifies as just my problem anymore. You made the contract.
Okay, but Wallace seems fine. And from what I've heard, you're like guarding him or something.
N-
Do I pay you?
Like, there's also other people like with powerful magic, like trying to make moves here, and
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
You weren't around when I was told to get rid of Wallace, were you?
No. Are you getting rid of him? Do I have to like make you not get rid of him?
Mm,
Because you look kind of friendly to me,
I
like your
thank you.
buddy.
Yes, okay. I'm
Are you gonna?
hi. Uh,
You're really gonna kill your friend? And you
no, I
talk
am
about
not going to.
You're unbearable.
Okay.
look.
Um,
You seem safe. He seems great. He seems like he's gonna go do some.
Oh,
If we
my.
had a fall festival, you could like do golf
Autumn,
stuff.
there is someone trying to have him end the world.
Okay, we'll just start again. So what's the big deal?
Well, I'm not
That
safe if the end of the world is over. So
yeah.
you are honor bound by this contract to help protect me from ending the world. You signed the contract. It's you're
Yeah.
magically bound.
This is why I don't make contracts with people. Jacks are special. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
oh, I don't make contracts with people either.
Well, I mean,
What
she
if we
was
made?
just
What
like,
if
"Oh,
we all made like a best friend contract?
No, 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 no. Okay. Oh boy.
well, okay, well,
Um,
your mom was like, oh, my family, they're going to be in danger." So I had to. It's like, okay, fine, I'll help you.
Okay, but
Right.
nice of
now's
you.
the
But
time to be helping. This is the
you're
moment.
you're
This is what the
bound
whole
to help.
contract was about.
But I really can't do
Yes.
anything.
Not.
I mean, we're
You
up
said you
against
could change
people.
the weather. You said you could fix stuff. Look outside. You need help, please.
Oh, I didn't do that. I don't do briars and thorns and stuff. I
Do
Well,
you
do
know who might
oranges.
just
have?
Um, let's see. It could be. I mean, if it's evil, it could have been that gross Jackson guy. or
Yes.
Yeah, that's who. Okay, so I'm assuming that part of the reason for this contract is due to the fact that uh Wallace's mom probably knew Jackson was up to something.
yeah, they
Right.
were like besties. No, she wasn't,
Yeah,
but her boyfriend, kind of boyfriend, on and off, they were like really close. I
yeah.
don't know, it was a big
So
mess.
he's trying to do the thing with the ending of the world, which means Wallace is not safe, which means your contract is still in effect.
Okay, but you all are safe in here. Nothing's
Mm,
getting in there. Nothing's getting past those thorns.
that's
We
fair, but we can't. They, motioning to Jackson Wallace, did agree to a ritual Jackson is doing, and we need to stop it.
Okay, so did you just try to like kill Jackson?
No, I.
Why not?
Because that wasn't my job. Also, I don't kill
Why
people
not?
usually.
If they're like Jackson, then what's the point?
There's a problem because I stuck him in nowhere and he made himself a window.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, so unless we're dealing with, I don't know, evil businessman Merlin, we have a problem because you know what
Yeah,
happens when humans learn shit like that, right?
yeah. How could he learn that?
I mean, there are ways. I'm assuming he's made his own contracts. So,
Why didn't
by
Yeah.
the way, do
he
you
had
know a trickster currently going by the name of Gregory?
yeah, that jerk?
Which there are lots of them. Which one?
No, Gregory is a jerk. He's so tricky with his words, and he'll like take people out on dates and tell them that sure they're going to get to keep their town forever, and then you don't.
Yeah, well, I think that's what happened, and so we need to get rid of this thing between Gregory and Jackson, but I don't know who Gregory is.
Does he take the same appearance? Like, would you be able to tell
Oh
us
no,
who's Gregory?
I
I
mean
mean,
he.
I can tell if he's I can tell people apart. Like I can tell whether someone's a monster, a spirit, or like Geffi reach into the bag and hold up the hagstone. Most of us have some ability to do that. But the problem is, we'd still have to go looking around town for him and motions at the brambles out the door.
Yeah, I think they're protecting you all,
I
honestly.
mean, could we bring him here like we
Protecting us?
brought?
Yeah, don't you know what's going on outside right now?
No.
Of course not.
I was preoccupied
With what?
trying to figure out how to solve this massive ritual contract problem with
That's such a
them.
waste of time.
It it's it's how I get out of my agreement to kill Wallace.
Okay, so it's not a huge waste of time. But it's like there's no sun outside, and I think it's like the apocalyptic out there.
Great.
Right.
We need to help people.
So yeah, I think you're all protected by these brambles or whatever you call them.
Do you know who did that?
Um,
Was that you?
no. Why would I protect you all?
Because you
Uh,
have an agreement.
yeah, I mean, he's safe.
Yeah, no thanks to you.
No, hey, if it's less work, and also I was kind of trapped, and you kind of helped me, so thanks.
Who trapped you?
This plucky group of adventurers. Something about
Oh,
taking over a town and wanting it to always be autumn. But now I'm free. Thank you.
you're welcome. And that means you can help us with this deal that you agreed to because we're not supposed to break those.
I, I'm not breaking it. I mean, technically, they're all safe, I think. Yeah, they're all alive. They're fine.
For now,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to keep an eye on them because technically, if the world ends, you're
Well, can't
going
you
to
do
be in
that?
trouble.
Can't you do that?
Me, wait, my job was to kill him. I'm
Well, it's not
already
your fault.
skirting the line of my contract by procrastinating.
I mean, you two are besties, so you can just be besties.
Yeah, that yes, but okay, not a contract, a job? I don't know.
Look, it's I don't think I should have to do any of this. I mean, you clearly got. Do
You
you know
had
some?
an agreement, at least keep them safe.
They're safe now.
Uh,
I mean, I can grow some corn or something around the brambles. I mean, that's another layer of not letting whatever's out there get in.
we need to stop what's out there.
Well, I mean, I didn't say I would stop what was out there. I just said I'd keep them safe.
Yeah, and if the world ends, they're not safe anymore.
Well, I can't get through these brambles. Do you know someone who can do this kind of stuff? Is it one of you? Like, did you like?
My magic has been interesting, but I could possibly get through.
Was it was it you? What's your name, person? I don't know. That's Jackson's child.
Jax?
Of course, he named you after himself. That's what he would do. Do you have this kind
Yeah.
of magic?
I mean, I have magic, yes, but I don't know if I can overcome what is happening here.
What about you, Wallace?
Um, well, no, we called you hoping you would be helpful. Um, do you think you could put together our ice sculpture friend?
Your ice sculpture friend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jackson turned our friend into an ice sculpture and her.
Oh, ew. Oh, I mean, oh, how terrible. Yeah, I'll see if I can. Okay, now this is against everything I know because I am autumn. I'm fall. I don't like ice sculptures, not for fall. But
there's frost and fall. You'll be fine.
yeah, there's frost, but there's not like ice sculpture frost. It's the frost that like breaks when you walk on the ground, which is really nice on a late autumn morning. But yeah, I'll put her back together. You just have to wait for her to thaw out.
Okay.
And you do see her like sigh because
Do
you're
you
giving
have
her
any
more.
idea how to find Gregory before you do that?
Gregory. Yeah, I can give you like his the stuff to summon him with if you want, but he's a loser.
Yeah,
And
well,
he didn't show up for a date and he ditched me. So there's that.
did you make this agreement to get back at your ex?
Yeah.
And I thought the Greek gods were petty. Okay.
So I'll put this winter sculpture back together. And then I will just get out of your hair and see where I can make a permanent autumn happen.
I mean, why don't you just, do the normal thing and circle the globe like the rest of us?
I don't want to. It's so much work.
Keffy just face bumps.
I like to be cozy, stay where I am. And this is not my normal. I like the Northeast much better.
Yeah, and I like my mess of things that I have, not everybody else's mess of things that they have, so we're both SOL.
Yeah, okay. Well, your friend is a statue, and you
If you
know,
give me the things to summon Gregory and put her back together, then we'll get out of her hair. But you do have that agreement to keep Wallace and True safe.
I'm just gonna break that agreement because I've
You
done my part. She's done her part, so.
you're not doing your part if you just let things happen.
But they're safe right now.
Yeah, right now they're not gonna be.
Well, I can't like keep them safe forever and ever.
Can't you?
You're Yeah, you can. You live forever.
Well, I don't want to. I
For
got a
But
life.
like, if you don't, doesn't that like, don't you lose your magic and stuff, or die? Like, aren't duels important?
Yeah, maybe that's why I got trapped, and it wasn't those plucky adventurers.
That's possible. My magic is screwy because I'm kind of skirting the line on my agreement, although it wasn't a deal or a contract. I
Well,
think I'm
you can't.
making someone annoyed.
Well, yeah, you didn't kill your bestie.
Yeah, well, I don't like doing that.
So why'd you like sign up?
I did not sign up.
Oh, you must have really pissed somebody off.
There are a few.
Who did you piss off?
Autumn,
You do.
Autumn, have you ever lost something that you care about and never been able to find it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know whose purview that is?
So whose stuff did you lose?
Oh no, they lost it. I just have it and can't give it back. That's how that
When
works.
you're like a super villain, you just take people's stuff.
I don't take people's stuff. I exist because things get lost.
Yeah, sure. I think you just like take this stuff and just hold on to it.
I'm
You're probably like
just
black about it.
lost. My job is things get lost, and if something is supposed to stay lost, it stays lost. And they wanted Wallace gone, and they didn't want him gone in the traditional sense. I don't think.
Okay. Okay, just give me a minute to figure out how to do this.
As long as we can figure out how to get to Gregory, maybe we can figure out the other contract.
She's going to step aside and like do some stuff with the ice to get it back together, and I am going to step away for just a second while you all talk. I can still hear you and figure out what to do with this bratty autumn spirit.
Is it bad? I'm just imagining a blonde with a pumpkin spice latte wearing Converse and like a big sweater. So, Jax, Wallace, what do you think we should do?
I mean, possibly, but if we try to summon Gregory like we just did here.
Yeah, but then what? Because he also has a contract, so we'd have to figure out what that is, right?
I mean, can we look up? Didn't we at some point have like all the know all the contracts?
But that's from the former mayor. That's not from your dad, isn't it?
Was it from? I thought they were just the contracts that were like at City
Was
Hall
I
or
able to
whatever.
summon those? No, if we ever rolled for that or that just
What are we
happened.
summoning? What are we summoning?
The contracts to Gregory.
Oh, you want the actual contract? You look at the contracts or Gregory? Because that'll be harder, but you can
Do,
get the
do we
contract.
have the contracts?
I'd like to just summon the contract, not
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we want to start with just the contracts.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can roll for that to summon the contracts.
We're just gonna.
assuming that would be weird casting a
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah. And oh, by the
Can
way,
I
Autumn.
roll?
Yes.
Can I roll help out?
Yes, you can. Autumn's a redhead.
Can we
I
all
am
do
also a
about?
redhead. Current. Well, today.
Can I use the
Course,
tools
Autumn
in
is
the
Ginger.
library to get a +1 to this?
Yes, you can.
Also, I rolled a 12, so total that
Nice.
is
Wow,
a 13.
that's definitely a +2.
That's a +1 or a +2? I think it's a
No, I
+2.
think it's +2 at like on a 10 plus. I
On a
think it's
12 plus,
+2.
your help lets them act as if they just rolled a 12, regardless of what they actually got for help. That's what it says for help out. So you act
Oh,
like you got a 12
Oh,
plus.
hell yeah. That's good, because I rolled terribly.
So does that mean you get the contract? What
Yeah.
was your total?
yeah.
Total would be 13.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get like a nice one of those legal file folders full of contracts. It's like this thick.
Oh boy, I guess it's gonna be a long night.
So the first one that you pull out, it reads like a it's like 8 pages and it reads like a contract for cable. Um, let me think. The next one is like it's a legal contract and he's messing with y'all because it just talks in circles and circles. And then there's a piece of paper with just a silly emoji on it.
I mean, he's a trickster, so I wouldn't expect his contracts to be.
Right.
Yeah, they're
So
all like that, but basically he's got a lot of deals. He's not behind all of this, but he is having fun with it.
But they are all definitely binding.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to find Jackson's, right?
Yeah.
Jackson's is about 15 pages. It is, the standard power and glory and, um, ruling over the world. But since he did it with Gregory, there's lots of. Uh,
It's
you
the
really should make
usual.
contact with their God. but, but yeah, he's got. Even if he manages to end the world and create a new one the way he wants to, he's got some stuff coming to him.
Is there a way to break this contract and make him lose his power?
I mean,
It
if you break the contract, that doesn't necessarily make the spirit lose his power. Do you mean Jackson?
Yeah. Well, because he got power from this contract, so assumedly, if we
Yeah.
can like force him to break his part bargain, like reverse some of his power gain,
Right.
or of a mortal for us to challenge.
You can try to do that. Um, yeah, he did not write his kids into his contract like certain other people did, but he did want kids. He wanted kids in his own image, but that wasn't like he didn't want them to be, plot devices. Sorry. So that's why he named all his kids after himself.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll take some unraveling, but also note that the contracts are written for him to eventually lose because that's what happens when you make a deal with a trickster.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he. That's possibly why the world's gonna end. He's. He made a deal for a world and didn't specify what that world was, probably. Mm, what do we do?
I mean, the thing is that getting my dad to violate the contract, I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Unless we find like some real obscure thing in here that he may not have had the patience to look over.
I mean, if you told him that he's not getting, if we showed him he's not going to get what he wants in the end, do you think that would? Mm,
I don't think so. I feel like he's come so far that I'm not sure that anything else is gonna like deter him.
also, there's not necessarily a ton of reasons for him to trust us, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So we blow him up. Just get like a whole
Wallace,
bunch of dynamite and just pew.
But you're gonna dynamite the brambles
no, the
because you're not getting out of here.
Wallace, I
Okay, not the so the brambles. I'm assuming have no idea how this happened. Um,
I mean, somebody's protecting you. I don't know why. I mean that's would be my job, but I wouldn't have done it like this. I just would have trapped you in a cornfield.
I mean,
Do you think it's Sarah?
thorny bramble seems autumny.
I like corn better.
Huh.
Yeah,
Because
like
you're so
who
corny.
who do we know who might be doing this and like thinking this is a way to protect us?
Oh, I thought it was one of you.
I would
I
have
mean,
done this in a completely different fashion.
yeah.
This is not my kind of. That's not my
Figured
kind
it
of
was
deal.
Sarah, but I don't know.
Terra's more ice.
Yeah, but I don't know. When weird stuff happens that affects the whole island, it's usually her.
I mean, like I guess she got all her power taken away, but could it be your mom, Wallace?
You think she trapped me in a building?
Keep you safe.
You can
Parents
investigate,
are weird.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to. So roll investigate a mystery.
Yeah,
All of us, or
you all can. Yeah, all of you can roll it. I don't care. I care.
okay.
Just being easygoing right now.
About a 10.
Okay.
I didn't do good. I only got a 6.
Oh no, I got a 4. Which is even worse because the way that cafe was, I was thinking of investigating it was with the the nowhere doors.
Okay. So, Kepi, the nowhere doors, they just lead you to the roof, which is covered in these brambles too. I would say a few roses are probably growing in it, but yeah, you can see when you're up there how just the comic book shop is covered, and the apocalypse is going on outside.
Oh no. I thought
I
that
mean,
wasn't supposed to start until after the ritual. Who
Yeah, it
moved up
wasn't.
the apocalypse?
I don't know. That's what's going on outside.
yikes. Okay.
Um, Downstairs, Jax, you got a low roll too, didn't you?
Yeah, like I think Jax what would have actually tried to feel out the magic, like maybe see if it had like a signature that she recognized.
Yes. Yeah, and you notice it like if you try to touch they don't poke you, the thorns, the brambles, but they won't
Hmm.
let you pass. And Wallace, you got the good score, right?
Yeah. 10 plus.
Okay. So it is trying to figure out how to be creative and explain this, but I am not. My creative brain is slowly leaving my skull. Basically, it is Cassie's protecting you all from the apocalypse. So maybe if
Hmm.
you ask her to get rid of the vines, the
We
you
need
can.
to make sure Cassie's okay.
Should we summon her here?
She's there. You all left. She's in one of the rooms that.
She's in,
Oh,
yeah. She was
Uh,
alright.
sleeping over briefly, wasn't
right.
she? Or
She
lounging on the couch?
No, I thought you all like told the NPCs to go to the comic book store and lock the door.
Oh, was Cassie with
Or no, is that? Let me think. She was at her
Maya
house.
was here.
Yeah, she was at her house, and she was.
Oh,
Yeah, she was on the.
we told Cassie to go take a rest because we were doing her chores.
Yeah, because that incredibly long list of chores.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
I can keep track of my NPCs. I swear. I don't have to kill them all though. Um,
Yeah, so if Cassie is at her own house, then let's
no,
try getting her here.
she's at
No,
the comic.
she's chilling probably on a couch downstairs or something
Okay,
because remember we did her chores so she could go out and take a nap.
okay.
Much needed nap. So I
Um,
think
Let's go find Cassie.
you can find her easily because there's um a vine and thorns and roses like going into the basement and like kind of surrounding the couch.
Hey, Cassie. Um, I don't think Jax is going to touch Cassie.
You don't want to
If,
get surrounded by roses and thorns.
I
is she
mean,
awake?
is she awake? That's the question.
No.
So if she's not awake, then no. Because like this is like some passive magic that is happening while
Yes.
she's
Yes.
sleeping. So
Does she is she wearing the locket?
I thought you took the locket.
It kept appearing back with me, but I
Oh,
wasn't sure whether it was still
check it
with
if you
me.
have it.
I have it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to put the locket back on her.
you are able to do that.
no movement or anything though.
Let me see. Yeah, she'll wake up.
Cassie,
Hey,
Yeah,
Sleeping Beauty.
uh, you doing all this?
I dreamed that I was. Um, I sorry. I How do I get rid of it if I did it?
I I mean, you thought it into being, so you can just do the opposite.
Are you okay? Did it hurt somebody?
Uh, not hurt. We just couldn't go anywhere.
Okay, yeah. If you want me to get rid of it, I will. Is everyone okay?
Relatively, we're here.
Everyone is stable and safe. True is recovering upstairs.
It's, yeah,
So
Recovering?
cat yeah, she'll be fine. Don't worry.
yeah.
Um I took care of it. Uh so what do you know about your magic?
That I just happens. Okay, I don't really know how to control it,
Ah, okay.
but I don't want to hurt anybody.
You're not. Don't looks over at Wallace and um what's the play? Keffy looks over at Wallace and Jax.
Oh,
Where do we go from here? If we get if we get through those thorns, where are we going?
are we trying to get to Gregory?
Or your dad, right?
Yeah. I don't think he'll be persuaded that easily, but we could try.
Okay, I'll take the thorns away. And you just see them kind of retreat to her hands
Right.
like a thorn whip on steroids.
So so when
Doug,
when you just did that, Cassie, what did you think of?
I thought that everyone was okay and um that I didn't need to help you all.
Okay. I think if we weren't in such a mess right now trying to solve some other thing, that I could help you. Um, it seems like your magic is very dependent upon your emotions and what you're feeling. So instead of, I guess, trying to control it, you should learn when it's going to come out of you so you know how to use it properly.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to hurt anybody right now, so I'll wait until you all I don't save everybody.
it might be needed, but we'll figure.
Right.
Hopefully, we can figure something out. Looks at Wallace and Jax. So, we gonna try to figure out who this Gregory person is? Or are we going where you didn't want to try to confront your dad, right? Looks at Jax. Because I don't
I
know how much time we have, and
Yeah, but the thing is that like we just kind of like got our asses handed to us by him. I don't think it's a good idea to try to confront him.
we were studying magic to screw up the ritual. This is
But it seems like
different.
he's like really invested in whatever is happening. And I'm just not sure that he can be reasoned with, even if we try to give him something that, you know, he wants.
I don't know that we're gonna have better luck with the trickster, but we can try.
Yeah, it's we're real
Where are you
rock in
all
a
going?
hard place.
Where are you all going to go?
Well, we knew where Gregory was?
Oh, Gregory?
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
I
like
don't know if it's the right Gregory, but is there a Gregory that you know?
How many
well, I
Gregorys
mean
are on the island?
there's Greg who likes to have a supreme pizza with Diet Coke every Wednesday at 3. Um there's G who likes to play basketball, but he's really terrible at it. Um because he's supposed to be like studying for an exam, but he likes to call himself G and pretend like he's, a G and he's not.
Maybe an
And there's
older
Gregory.
Gregory. Like, do you know anybody? You have you ever seen anyone hang out with
Like parent age Gregory?
Jackson? Yeah,
Um, there is, yeah, there's the one Gregory who he likes to stop by and he checks up on me. Um, yeah, he says he knows about my parent where they are. He's pretty cool.
Let's go to that one. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
let's
like the
check him
one.
out. Mhm.
Yeah, he is at the beside the library.
Okay.
Keffy is tying the hagstone necklace around their neck and is going to be like, "All right, who's driving?"
Was
Yeah,
it
tell him that
true our driver?
tell
No.
him that I sent you because he's really nice to me. Tell him that I sent you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
But you
Should
should
we
stay
go
here.
see if
Oh
True's
yeah.
woken up and can drive us?
You just not one of us have the ability to drive a car.
I
I
can
don't know.
drive.
I have a driver's license, but I do not drive.
Oh,
I
I
just
have a
figured it'd
driver.
be
I don't have a driver's license, but I've been driving anyway. It's fine.
I mean, I think between the two of us, if I have the license and you can drive, then right, like that makes a whole person, then, right?
Well, you know what?
Right?
If nobody can drive, you can take my car. It'll drive you there.
that's
You
sick.
have a self-driving car. That's really awesome. Okay.
Well, it's not. It's okay. This is going to sound really weird,
Hmm.
but my mom's spirit is in the car.
Your mom's your spirit butler? That's so cool.
Is this the car that was following us around?
Think.
Probably.
Okay, so so the car is possessed. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Car's
she'll drive you.
haunted.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on True anyway and see if she's up and can drive us.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I think it's a good idea to check on True anyway.
so when you go
Do we
up,
end it there with just everybody opening the door like, "Hey, True"?
I'm gonna put you up there, and you're gonna see that True is surrounded by ice, and that's where we're gonna end it.
Oh
Told you he
no!
turned my sister into a icicle.
Oh no.
Knew it was coming.
Did you
They that
literally refrigerate True?
Well, no, I was thinking of
She
like
got
the
fridged.
She got
that's better. I was thinking of like the Frozen, the part in Frozen where she turns her sister into ice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But no, this is better. Yeah, I actually fridged True.
She got
Well,
fridged.
technically, Sarah got fridged,
Yeah,
and Autumn will hopefully be put it.
Autumn
We're
is being
doing
a
great,
brat.
guys. We're doing so
Oh
good.
yeah. I mean,
Autumn is
really.
currently decorating the shop to look like it's fall.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, I gave you an NPC, but they're my NPCs are usually useless. Sorry.
That is, they're not meant to solve the mystery for us.
No,
It's
All
fine.
right. Exactly.
no, they're meant to be rescued and to give you stuff to do.
And to give us a hard time.
Yes. Yeah, and you just summon the NPC that really wants to give you all a hard time.
Great.
And that's our session. So join us in 2 weeks for our next session where we'll maybe thaw somebody out and maybe figure out who this Gregory is and what kind of spirit chooses that name. So let's do our outros in opposite order that we did our intros. That means, Lily, we start with you.
I am Lily. I am Elise on Life on Twitter and Blue Sky, which I'm not using quite that much nowadays, but I'm also Lily PHL on Instagram, where I post a lot of my fiber art stuff. And then I'm LaScribe in Twitch and Discord. My pronouns are she, they. I was playing Jax today, the Hex Playbook, whose pronouns are also she, they. You can find me on 3 podcasts right now. 2 actual plays. One is called Misfits of Space, which is using Scum and Villainy. And the other one is called Greetings from Stability, where we use a bunch of different indie game systems to play characters that all exist in the same place, but not the same time. And then my third one is Blurred on the Street, which is my own podcast with me and two other femmes where we talk about being Black in geeky spaces.
Okay, I believe Nate, you're next.
What's up, Internet? I have been Nate. I played Wallace tonight, the monster expert. If you want to find more of me, you can check me out on Escape the Dungeon podcast, uh, where we are also playing Scum and Villainy. And I play as Stifowls, the greatest pilot in the galaxy, a pilot robot that has been damaged and is a little bit reckless because of it.
Okay.
I think it's me then.
Yes, it is you.
Hi, I am Starless Travel. Starless Travel over on Instagram, where I post art of characters and TTRPGs and magical things and plants. I also go by Keldry, and I have been pronouns are am air, and I have been playing Kefi, the Spirit of Lost Things, the Divine playbook. You can catch me here in 2 weeks, I guess, for Monster of the Week, and then on Wednesdays around the last week of the month for Mucklands, also in Singularity, and then also Saturdays, or Mucklands on Wednesdays with Nate, and then Saturdays in King's Gambit with Janie, where um I play a very, very poorly equipped spy who is currently bumbling through this, and Janie plays the most suave con woman ever. And that's where you can find me more or less.
And I guess that leaves me. And yes, I'm in that. I'm Janie. I was the person running this game and giving all the players a hard time. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Come back.
You're doing a wonderful job. You're a great GM.
And yes, I do play a character that does go by a certain name, which may or may not be their actual name, and who definitely has a few cons up their sleeve at King's Gambit. I'm also on Breaking Neon on this channel and Speakeasy Conspiracy. I know Speakeasy's not coming back until September. I I have some open space right now, but hopefully there's more stuff coming up soon. And I always freeze up at this part. So I'm going to say have a good night, everybody, and we will see you in 2 weeks for our next episode.
Bye.